Hello people YouTube, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a video that I recorded last night, but I didn't record it because I really didn't think that I was going to feature in the tournament, so I basically recorded, some of the audio I obviously did record, but I wasn't really commentating, I was just really playing in general, but I felt I got to the kind of back nine and I really had a golden opportunity to win this tournament, but I actually failed to record it. So the Elgato's got like a playback feature, so I could actually kind of go back X amount of time and actually record it. So I thought I'd overdub it with new commentary. And the opening hole here, this is a par five, and as you can see there, it wasn't a good swing there, and I kind of struggled in this hole a little bit. I played a fantastic round the day before. I shot a 60. I should have actually shot probably a 58, but definitely should have had a 59, and I just failed to do it. Um, so I'm really just going to comment over my um, video. So we've got quite a long putt here, chip, sorry. Again, a really poor chip. It's one area of the game that I really need to kind of sort of practice a little bit. I can that chip was well shot, and then it nipped in as well, which made it even worse. But this is for, I think this is actually for a birdie, outside chance at a birdie. Actually not a bad putt. I mean, it almost went in there. So I've got this putt. Did I get this putt in? Did I make? I think I did make a par. But I mean, in the par five, it's a relatively easy par five to open with. So we really should be looking at making a birdie. So there you can see them 12 under par at the start of the round. 20 under is the leader. So I'm looking at to make up 8 shots, and to be honest, this course is pretty easy. It's not a difficult course by any stretch of the imagination. It is pretty easy. A lot of the holes are just like 100 to 130 yards, so it's not really a difficult golf course to play. So I was playing well at this point. I was in the zone the previous round, and I just continued to this round. Just playing steady. So I'm hitting my shots here. I'm hitting my what I call my normal draw shot, which is aiming to the left side of the cone and my swing. So you can see there's another draw swing. Perfect, perfect. And that's pretty much in there. I'm trying to remember what putts I made and what putts I didn't make. We'll probably just go along with it. Again, I'm going to check here. I'm using this to check the level, because you can actually match it up with the bottom of your TV screen, and you can actually see if it is a level putt, and it wasn't. That first line I think was just slightly breaking from the right. Now, did I actually make this putt? Yep, I do get it. I think I did a bit of disaster on, was it the fourth or the fifth hole, I believe, or the third hole, I think. I think I actually start off pretty decent, if I remember. So as you can see, they were sitting at 13 under par. This is quite actually a difficult hole. You've got that little kind of pond area, but it's really just, I think I've got a 2 hybrid here selected, and I just really kind of turn it round a little bit round the corner. Pretty standard shot here, not really much in it. So you see 126 yards, they're not really big approaches, and you really should be putting this pretty close. So they were aiming for the draw shot again, just modifying the waft a little. Again, another good shot there, although we did hit it slow downswing, but we do get the draw swing there. And that slow took us away from the hole, it went to the right. So we end up, we're not as close as what we should be. Quite a long putt here. Greens were not terribly difficult. If you're putting it close, then it's all a case of just lining up like a 10-foot putt. But you see this one here just drifts away a little bit. Runs by the hole a little bit. I think we've got a relatively easy putt though for par, which I think we do get. Yeah, we make it. It's quite an easy putt. So that's us still 1 under par. As I say, at this point we're only 7 shots behind the leader. So here we go, par 3, 148 yards. So we're setting up for the draw shot here. The wind's actually quite strong across. So we're kind of aiming here with intentional draw shot. I think we hit that one pretty much straight, so it's going to drift to the right. And it's actually a little bit long as well, which doesn't really help. Squeaky floorboards upstairs. So here we go, quite a long putt here for birdie. So I'm just kind of waiting, putts away. Yeah, we actually drained that putt. Yeah, I can remember that one now. That was a pretty decent putt, 27-foot, breaking quite a bit. So there we go, we actually get to 14 under par, so we're only really 6 shots behind, and we've just started around that. I think this is the hole. I think this is the one where we kind of mess up. Probably maybe the first glitch of the day, I think. Wind's coming off our back, so we hit the draw shot there. Rolling towards the edge of the fairway, but we stay in the fairway, which is the main thing. So here we go. We've only got 119 yards to the pin. I don't know if this is the hole that we actually made the mistake. It might be the next hole. I don't think it was a short hole that we did the mistake on. I think it was maybe the next hole, but I don't know. So we actually had a decent shot there. Left side of the cone, maybe just short, but it's not really short that much. So quite a difficult putt here, but it is a putt for birdie. And we just actually failed to make that. That just turned away at the end of the putt there. It looked good for a little bit, but we get the par. Excuse the noise. I'm sorry. There's somebody in the kitchen. So I think this is the hole that we make a mistake. I can remember somewhere where we didn't get. Maybe we just parred the first hole. So this is a good drive here at the par 5. Quite tense at this moment because we really had a chance of winning our first tournament, our first kind of proper sort of tournament. We had a decent score. Yeah, I think this is the hole. I think we do make an error here. So shots away here. Again, we're aiming for a fade shot, which we do get, but I think we just misjudged the wind slightly. Now my pitch shots have not been particularly great of late. There's quite a fine margin between hitting a solid pitch shot and maybe being short. So I think if anything I'm probably short on this. Yeah, see it just nips in a little bit. So this putt here is for a birdie. You actually get it, so there you go, we're actually 15 under par. So we're only 5 shots behind and we're really early days in the round. I'm almost positive I made quite a mistake at the beginning, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to think how I played now, but so at this moment we're actually on track. We're 3 under par, we're 15 under par for the tournament. We're actually sitting quite good here. Again, I don't have the actual sound audio for the game because that was blended in with the chatter audio. So we get quite that's a poor shot. We didn't hit it that well. And we actually end up in the bunker, which is not really much of a problem. Or shouldn't be much of a problem. So we actually do not a bad bunker shot out of there. And there we go. We sink that. That's for par. So that keeps us at 15 under through 7. So we're on the 8th hole now, 420, par 4. I can remember what score I shot at the end, but I'm trying to remember the mid-round. I know where I made my mistakes at the end, but from maybe holes 1 through to like 15, I'm maybe not 100% sure. So we're really driving well. Stroking the ball nice. So 146 to the flag. Again, quite a good lie at our feet here. So we hit that shot. I think that was again another quite straight shot. So we don't get that draw shot that would have took us closer to the pin there. But again, we're actually putting good distance for birdie. Greens are not devastatingly slopey, so we've actually got quite a good chance here at again a birdie, and I can't remember if we get it. Yeah, that was quite a good chance missed there. Just on the low side. But we get the part, so that still keeps us at 15 under. So we're missing a couple of birdie putts now. 9th hole here. 351 yards, it's not the longest. I've been driving the ball really well of late. So again, it's another good driver there. Perfect fast. I think we stay okay in the fairway. So ball set up nice. Then we've got a pitch shot here. There we go, shots in there. Bounces up. Stops in. Absolute guaranteed birdie. So we hold that. That takes us to 16 under. So now we're only 4 shots behind a tie of the lead. So again, this is a 10th hole, so into the back 9 now. You know, we only really need 5 shots, 5 birdies to win, and it doesn't sound that bad, but it's actually quite, you know, it can get a bit tricky. The pressure was on at this moment. So that was a perfect fast. That was the first real bad swing we had. And we end up on the cart path. So that was really one of the first signs of some kind of, mistake coming. So we're thinking about a shot here. I'm trying to think which shot I actually go for. I don't know if I play safe. I think, what am I doing here? To add a bit of, because the wind's going that way anyway. So I hit the shot, hit it actually not bad. I had a bit of a fade on it. And it actually crawls onto the front of the green, which is good. Got quite a breaky putt here. So I keep shifting, I keep sort of redoing the break here. And we just miss it. It's actually quite a good putt in distance. We just didn't get the break at all. So in for par. So we're still 16 under through 10 holes now. So on to the 11th. So tee shot, pretty good tee shot again. The tree there is really not a problem because the ball tends to roll down the side of this hill here. I think we'll actually end up in the rough here. But we're not that far away from the pin, so it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Though the side hill Y is could be a bit of an issue. So one's just there. Doesn't bite because we've came from the rough. So it rolls by the hole a little bit. So the birdie chance is going to be just slightly longer. Here's adjusting for the break here. It's 3 inches down, 14 or 15 foot. So it's not bad. And we actually get that. That was quite an easy putt. Not a lot of break in it. So we now go to 5 under par and we're actually 17 under. So we're only 3 shots from tying the lead. And we're at the 12th hole, so we're on track. So this is I wouldn't say it's a difficult hole. It's a par 5, 518, quite reachable though. So again, we have a decent sort of draw off the tee. And a kind of blind second shot, but it's uphill slightly. 227, I think we go with the 2 hybrid. Because we have got a bit of loft on the slope there. So we hit the shot, we actually hit it pretty decent. It's maybe drifting slightly. Bounces at the front there, we've actually got a really good chance at an eagle putt. And I can't for the life of me. I'm trying to think if I actually make this. I know that I played this round last night, but I can remember the outcome, but I'm trying to remember if we make this. It's not that difficult a putt, and it's quite a makeable eagle chance. Yeah, that's right, we just missed it. Kinda didn't want to really put anything by. I wanted guaranteed birdies. So that gets us to 18 under par now. Now we're only 2 shots off the lead. So we're going along nicely here. And we really do have an absolute golden opportunity in winning this tournament. So 13th. This hole I just lay up. I don't really bother going round the bend there. It's just too risky. So we hit that might have been the 4 hybrid even. I think it was the 4 hybrid. I actually think we run into the rough here, which is a bit of an error. We shouldn't have done that. We've only got 107 yards to the pin in a light rough, so it's not too bad. So I'm thinking over the shot here. Kind of want to select my draw shot, my kind of favoured swing that I've got, and we get that. Perfect. Just goes a bit long though. We just overcooked it in distance. But the putt, the greens are quite flat. There's not really too much in the way of movement in some of these greens. So we scan the putt here. I'm just trying to see what's there. So we'll get into position here. I always use the zoom view for putting. And we absolutely drain it. Another 25-foot putt. Now that gets us to, is it 19 under par? 19 under par through 13 holes. And we're actually only a shot behind the leader at this moment in time. So, and we've got a par 5 to finish, so you could almost guarantee a birdie at that hole, although not always. But shots away here. Kind of looks as if it's going to be short. I think it was a bit short. So there we go. We'll get 26 foot to the pin, uphill. So we've kind of worked out the putt we need. You always try and, especially with putts that are uphill, are quite difficult. It's difficult to judge the pace. Sometimes you can go too far by the hole. And we're actually just short there. But we've got a good tap in here for par. So we get the par. So we're still 19 under par through 14 holes. So now we head to the 15th. So I must be pausing here. I think this was the point I started to record this clip. Now this is the hole that I make the first mistake. Now I've played without a lob wedge for quite a while. I had a sand wedge up through the clubs, and just recently I've actually went back to a lob wedge in my bag and changed the top end. So I hit a fantastic shot down here. I think it was a 2 hybrid. I hit absolutely position A, and we've only got, I think we end up with 86 yards to the pin, and I thought at this moment in time, if I can pause that. So at this point I actually thought that I was going to hit a pitch. But can I actually pause this at the moment? Yeah, I've paused. No, I haven't paused it. So I actually thought I was hitting the pitch, and there I actually made. I realised that my shot wasn't going back to the pitch; it was going full, and I was I couldn't stop the swing, so I continued, and I had it slow and I had it short. So that really should that should have been a guaranteed birdie in that hole, because that really should have went close. But I thought I was hitting the pitch, and I wasn't. I was hitting a full shot because it said 85 or 86 yards. I thought it was I've been that used to seeing that, and that was a pitch shot. So that was the first mistake we made, and we missed the birdie chance. I do make the par here, but that was the first mistake we made. So that really should have tied us for 20 under par. So we stay at 19. But I really did make a mistake there. This is a difficult hole. This is, you've got a pond just right beside the landing area, and it's a really tight fairway. It's a set up to hit a fade here. If I hit a draw, I'm absolutely snookered. So I end up actually hit a pretty decent shot. I actually hit the fade, holds it up against the wind, and runs by. Now this is the hole where it really basically I lost it. After a great tee shot, I've got quite an easy shot, to be honest. I mean, it's only 89 yards to the flag. I probably put it up maybe too much there. I actually went to a sand wedge. So I hit the shot. Shot's actually pretty decent, but it's just a little bit over. And then we get a lot of spin, and we go back off the green onto the fringe. Now, I mean, it's getting kind of nitty gritty now. We've got 2 holes after this. If we get a par, we're still in it. So I'll go to the putter. I probably maybe should have chipped this. So I'm trying to line up the break here, and I hit an absolute terrible putt. Hit it short. Even starts to just roll back just a touch. Disaster. Now I'm faced with a par putt that's actually got quite a lot of break on it, and it's uphill. And we don't really commit to it, and we just hit it. We're not even close. We don't even burn the edge at all. And that was basically it. That was the tournament. Not over, but now we went back to 18 under par. We're 2 shots behind. We need to make 3 under in the next 2 holes to basically win it outright, or 2 to tie. And the last one was a par 5. This is a par 3, so it's not always easy to get it close. It's quite a long shot. So we had a decent shot in. I think we just don't get it on line as much, and then it rolls by a little bit. But we've got a chance at birdie here. So really, I'm thinking now. I've got to get this in. If I get this in, I could possibly tie kind of easy, because it is a par 5 at the last, an easy par 5. Well, it's not easy, but I mean it's easier to get a birdie. And we put it, and again it's just it's one of those little slidey ones downhill, and we don't get it. And we've got to get this for par. If we don't get this, we're definitely out. But we hole it, and then basically we need to get an eagle to tie up the last hole. So the last hole, as I say, it's a par 5. It's not a long par 5, but it's quite tricky because we actually ran into the rough the first round, and the wind's kind of tricky. And I want to play the draw shot because I feel the fade I might not get it. So I play a perfect shot. Maybe I don't know if that's maybe straight there, but we do get on the fairway. Thinking now, playing a little bit further out to the left might have been better, because we might have had a better line in. So we've got not that far to the pin, and it's in the bottom tier. But these trees are a bit of a problem. I think I do put a bit of a fade in the shot modifier. I'm just messing about with the loft there. Do I put fade on it? I don't know if I do actually. Yeah, I do put a bit of fade. I mean, if this shot goes close, we maybe got a chance, but we catch the trees a little bit, I think, and we end up short, and we end up rolling in the bunker. So basically now we've got to hold this bunker shot to win, or to tie even. I mean, it's possible, but as you'll probably see in a minute, it's not a bad bunker shot. It's okay, but we've now got a putt to sink to get back to 19 under and get one behind. And we sink the putt. So basically, we lost it at that short hole and the par 4. The two par 4s, we just lost it. That bogey just killed us. But we really should have won that. That was potentially a really easy. There it is there. Basically, the par 4 and the 16th par 4, that's where we lost it. That was basically probably quite easily 2 shots we should have had there. The last hole, as I say, was an easy eagle. Well, it wasn't easy, but it was an easy birdie. But we just didn't do it. Quite disappointing, because I played actually quite well for those 2 rounds, but it's really disappointing. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you for more videos. I'm quite gutted watching that back, because I really should have won it. It was in the palm of my hand, but just made that mistake. The first mistake I made was quite a bad one, and that bogey, just the chip shot was just poor, and the putt was weak, and then the putt at the next hole as well we had for birdie was weak as well. So we should have won it. We should have won it easy. We should have won it by a couple of strokes, to be honest. But that's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.